Sometimes the combination, chemistry and joint skills of three players can help lift themselves and the teams in which they've played to levels totally unexpected. Often composed of elite players in their own right, when the three are at their best together, they could be unplayable. Here are the top 10 football trios of all time. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to get the latest updates. Number 10. Omar Sivori, John Charles and Gianpiero Boniperti. A forward line composed of three nationalities, Italian, Argentine and Welsh, helped make Juventus into a European giant in the early 1960s. The trio led the Turin side to 3 Serie A titles and 2 Coppa Italias in 4 seasons. Boniperti was already a legend at Juve when the decision was made to bring in Sivori, one of the brightest stars of Argentine football, and gentle giant Charles, the top player in Britain at the time. The result was a combination that had devastating consequences for the rest of Serie A. Number 9. Mo Salah, Sadio Mane and Roberto Firmino. With the sale of Mane to Bayern Munich and with Firmino now a bit part player,
that's a mistake. Liverpool looking to profit. In they go, and it's in, and that's surely the goal now.
This trio has now been broken up, but they helped restore Liverpool to the top of English and European football, taking them to Champions League success in 2019 and the Premier League a year later, their first league title for 30 years. Salah and Mane may have grabbed most of the headlines, but it was often what Firmino did, with and without the ball, that made the difference. Number 8. Leonardo Bonucci, Andrea Barzagli and Giorgio Chiellini. Although trios are normally thought of in terms of attacking players, they can be equally effective in defence. The trio of Bonucci, Barzagli and Chiellini, who earned the epithet BBC 2, helped create an impenetrable wall at the heart of the Juventus defence, and with goalkeeper Gianluigi Buffon behind them, scoring for the opposition became a nearly impossible task at times. With these three playing across the backline, Juventus would win 6 Scudetti and reach 2 Champions League finals. Number 7. Samuel Eto'o, Thierry Henry and Lionel Messi. Barcelona has suffered from an embarrassment of riches when it comes to attacking talent, but even by their standards, the trio they fielded in Pep Guardiola's charge of the club was exceptional. Eto'o and Henry were already established stars, but partnering them was the emerging talent of Lionel Messi, who was just 21 at the time. The trio helped Barcelona win the treble, including the league title and the Champions League. And although they spent just 1 or 2 seasons together, their legacy will never be forgotten. Number 6. Paco Gento, Ferenc Puskas and Alfredo Di Stefano. The Real Madrid team of the late 1950s is regarded as the first modern great side in European football, winning the European Cup 5 times. In the eyes of some, their win over Eintracht Frankfurt in the 1960 European Cup final is the finest ever performance by a domestic club side. Puskas, although he didn't run much, had one of the best left feet of all time and scored 4 that day, while Di Stefano, the blonde arrow, netted a hat-trick and was the architect of many of their triumphs. Meanwhile, outside left Gento was one of the fastest players of his generation and provided numerous assists with his highly accurate crossing. Number 5. Xavi, Andres Iniesta and Sergio Busquets. Arguably, this trio collectively is the finest midfield of all time. The epitome of the tiki-taka football that made Barcelona the dominant team in world football for a period and helped Spain win 3 major international tournaments back to back to back, including the World Cup in 2010. These 3 were at the heart of it. Busquets with his ability to run forever and break from defence, and Xavi and Iniesta with their creativity, vision and ability to pick a pass. Together, they helped the Catalan side win 5 league titles and 3 Champions Leagues. Number 4. Rivaldo, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho. In 2002, they helped Brazil win their 5th World Cup, between them scoring 15 goals in just 7 games. Ronaldo was a great striker, blessed with pace, strength and a sure eye for goal, while Rivaldo and Ronaldinho were supremely gifted attacking midfielders, full of invention and tricks. And apart from their ability to create chances for others and score themselves, both Ronaldinho and Rivaldo were exceptional dead ball specialists. And coming into the last trio of trios now, it's number 3 with Lionel Messi, Neymar and Luis Suarez. Perhaps it's not surprising that Messi appears in this list twice, because during his career with Barcelona, he appeared in some of the most awesome attacking teams of all time, playing football that's still watched endlessly on YouTube. Arguably, this forward line was the best they produced, even by their own lofty standards. Known as MSN in their first season as a unit, they scored 122 goals together collectively, a La Liga record. During the following year, they exceeded that, finding the net 131 times. During their time as a trio, Barcelona won 2 league titles, the Champions League and the Club World Cup. Number 2. Gareth Bale, Karim Benzema and Cristiano Ronaldo. BBC, as the trio became known for a while, helped restore Real Madrid to what they regarded as their rightful place in Spain and Europe after a decade of Barcelona dominance. Ronaldo would eventually be sold to Juventus, at a profit by the way, and the relationship with Bale turned sour. But while it lasted, it was certainly memorable. Still, Benzema's doing alright, isn't he?
You can only stand and watch it sailing. Yes! What a goal from Ronaldo!
The trio scored 97 goals in their first season together in 2013-14.
James, lovely ball. Bale trying to find Ronaldo, who's found the net.
And they helped Real win 4 Champions Leagues over a 5-season time span. And at number 1, we have Ruud Gullit, Frank Rijkaard and Marco van Basten. The Flying Dutchmen as they were known, Gullit, Rijkaard and van Basten all had completely different skill sets. Van Basten was one of the most clinical finishers in the game, while Gullit was the classic number 10, full of creativity and vision. And Rijkaard was the best defensive midfielder of his era.
Rep. What a marvellous goal!
When put together though, they helped the Netherlands win their only major international trophy, the European Championship in 1988, and made Milan the dominant team in Italian and European football in the first part of the 1990s, winning 3 Serie A titles and 2 Champions Leagues. As ever, we're sure that there are some trios that we may have missed, but if there are, let us know in the comments section below. We'll be glad to hear from you. As ever, thanks for watching and we'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.